Okay, I'm going to go live on.
Okay, now we are live. Now you can get Mixler going if you want.
Running now. Welcome to Esterology,
Okay.
August 4th, 2022.
Hey, Charles.
Hello, sweetie.
Tell me about the Council of Nicaea.
The Council of
Oh,
Nicaea.
Yeah.
I can never remember what year that was. I think it was like the
uh,
4th century AD.
yeah,
And
three hundred.
that was when they decided to filter out all the unacceptable books from basically Judean Christianity. Okay. And there were quite a few that were left uh, left on the cutting room floor, like they say in the movies. And some of them have surfaced over the years. That's the part I find interesting. The ones that they didn't like, that were a little bit too, I don't know, racy, a little bit too free spirited, were the ones that appear to be left behind. And I'm sure they edited the ones that they put in. The versions that are in the Bible today are probably not exactly the same as the ones that they were working with then. That's just my guess.
If we could see all the redacted pages, right, like in the
Oh,
UFO report, right?
it's
We
very
do.
clear. It's very clear to me that it's a Romanized version of everything.
Did you invite Venus?
I did. I sent her the link.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's busy.
So, this was that enough?
I mean, I just wondered because if the Council of Nicaea is who cut all that out,
Mhm.
then all those years later, King James could have overridden that if he'd have wanted to.
Uh, Somewhat. A lot of those were truly lost and have been refound. Uh,
Yeah.
Part of the refinding was like the Nag Hammadi texts and the Dead Sea Scrolls has brought some of those back that were previous even, and that we're talking the 1940s was when they were rediscovered. Others that were quote unquote lost were actually brought back to the most part, I think, out of Egypt in after the Crusades.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I was looking up Noah's birth because it was quite eventful, but
uh-huh.
there's so much conflict and
Yes,
sources that I
different.
didn't know which way to go with it,
Okay.
and figured it was a can better left unopened
Perhaps.
for now.
I'm trying to think now. The one that I have been, shall we say, enamored with lately
Venus,
was the
Hey,
you know,
baby. How y'all doing?
hey,
hi, sweetie.
just
I've been.
missing you.
So, what we talking about tonight?
All kinds of things.
Esther
Huh?
started off with
How's the weather?
some
How's the
kind of
weather in
history.
Georgia?
Hot, as always.
Okay.
Whereabouts are you at, V?
On the coast near Savannah.
Oh, okay. You ain't too far.
Mm-mm.
No, hi, Bobby. Bobby's here,
Hi, Bobby.
and Oofy's
Bobby.
here.
I got to switch over and see if
Whoopee.
it's working.
Hi, Uffy.
This may. Okay, shouldn't bother you guys. Okay. It's coming.
We had like 82 degrees today. Not too bad at all. So
Pretty hot here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, thought we could read some cards. What you think about that?
Yeah. I think if we can talk Venus into doing at least maybe an Oracle deck, if you can find one. Venus, what do you think? You might have to turn on your camera though, so we can see the cards.
I have got some trigger cards that I think it would be really fun.
Trigger, you mean like
Is that with
lone.
horses on them?
I think the same thing, Charles.
Famous horses of the tarot.
What is a trigger card? I don't know if I want to do that.
Right? A trigger is something that creates a reaction. It seems to be real prominent with shadow work. Like if you're going through some hard issues and things are just
That's all the
triggering you,
time.
that's a yeah.
Really? Like the last 4 years, maybe?
Mhm.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it like a tornado's going to hit your house, or is it like, what's it like?
Well, I'll give an example. Let's see. When I don't feel good about myself, I respond in negative words and actions. So it's nothing too bad. It just lets you know certain things that trigger you that you could be working on.
All right. Would you
You
want to
choose.
use
You
these?
know, a lot of
Would you
people
want to
just
use?
don't choose.
Okay. Would you want to use these with the tarot card deck and maybe some other oracle cards, or use them on their own?
Sure, yeah, we can do whatever.
Okay. What I've had fun with the last few times that Esther and I have done these readings is that I've been able to pull a tarot card deck and not knowing what she was gonna. Nobody knows what anyone's gonna pull out of the deck, and then all of a sudden she pulls the card out in similar meaning than what I was, getting. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I
Venus,
find that.
is that not what they do, Venus?
What do you mean?
Like the tarot is supposed to line up with the oracles. It's supposed to all come together to make a picture.
Yeah, well, as long as you're still in the energy that you're asking of it. Now, if you were to pull a tarot reading and do like a spread with regular tarot cards, and then your oracle cards were pulled off of a different subject, like say you did career and finance with the tarot, and then you turn around and did love with that oracle, then no, it might not coincide with each other.
But that's not really magic that it all lines up for somebody. I mean, it is magic, but that's what it's supposed to be, right?
I think there's different ways to interpret every oracle, and of course, everybody has their own way of reading the tarot cards too. So, if you're in a particular mindset, you might see the Three of Swords as heartbreak, whereas another person would see it as an opportunity to break away from a group that's neglecting them.
Okay.
So like the hangman also. Hangman is sometimes that means death, not necessarily. That means a new start maybe as well.
Hey,
So,
man, it's not a new start.
no, but no,
I think the hanged man to me is more like a higher perspective where you're just chilling. You're being forced to wait, but you can see it from a different angle.
All right. Well, it could be a new start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Ufi wants to talk about the hollow moon theory. And funny thing is, my guest I'm going to have on intermission transmission on the 19th. That's what she talks about. So, and that's going to be Constance Victoria Briggs on August 19th. And she's a conspiracy theory discussion person. She talks about hollow moon. She talks about all kinds of fun stuff. So she's going to be our guest on IT, which is pretty
That'd be
darn cool that I
fun.
got her. Yeah,
Whee!
and she's a mystical person and science person and debunker and all kinds of fun stuff. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the one card, and then we want to do this when Kimberly don't like this kind of stuff, so we're gonna do this early. So that's why we want to do this early. So Kimberly will be
Who
here
was
later.
Kimberly again? Was that the music artist?
Yeah, she'll be here later, but she's a very religious Christian point of view and doesn't want to mess with the tarot cards and things. And I'm going to respect that, So,
Can't play with her.
well, she could probably kick my ass, so I'm not going to argue with her.
That's why I gave them both an hour.
Yeah. So we started a little bit late today because, well, technical issues, That's what happens there. So I shuffled it 3 times and cut the deck. And let's see what the first one is that comes up. And let's see, this is for Venus. I'm going to do this one for you. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I want to make sure I had your permission first. Even though I already anticipated that. I anticipated you'd be okay with it. So it
Yeah,
looks
I'm good
like
with it.
this is the 6 of Cups, which is not bad.
No.
And this is a Rider-Waite tarot cards, and I use the Biddy Tarot meaning for it, so we can look that up just to see what it means. If you guys don't have that meaning for the website that I use, you need to get it. And it's free to download. You can get it, and I downloaded it, put it on my phone, and I use it constantly to check what the cards mean.
Have Venus, have you had any kind of experience you want to talk about?
I've already talked about pretty much everything that's happened to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm actually stuck back in the childhood.
Is it an
Okay.
ongoing thing, or was it just like a thing, or was it like?
Oh, it was like they were fixing me.
All right, here's what that means. And I use all these cards upright, by the way, just because of simplicity for us to understand what they are. You start reversing them, trying to read them that way without knowing what you're doing, you're going to really get confused. So I feel it's best, as we are still learning the cards, to read them upright and use them in the correct direction, which would be upright. All right, so this one here is revisiting the past, childhood memories, innocence, joy. Well, any one of those things could go along with any one of us at this point. We might look back to our childhood or when we're growing up, when we were doing things. I constantly remember things that I've done, as a child, and the kind of, huh?
Like what?
Yeah.
What'd you do as a kid? Were you a bad kid?
I got into trouble, yeah.
Probably got your ass took every day.
And Oofy's saying something. I don't know what is Oofy saying. So
I can't see the YouTube chat. I need to fix that.
Okay. If you can read that, there you go.
Where did you pick up Sarah?
Sarah is like the huh? What?
Which planet?
That's the internet connection on the rock that she's working on.
Oh, okay.
So that was for you, Venus. The 6 of Cups is for you. So are you looking at your childhood memories or things? Are you going down Memory lane at some point?
Not really. I mean, of course, everybody takes little bits from their childhood and every stage of their life so that they can progress, maybe learn from certain things that happen.
Absolutely.
But anything that stands out that you can think of?
Actually, we were just talking about it with Esther whenever she asked me about my paranormal experiences. It was all
Yeah.
in my childhood, most of it.
Oh, well, there you go. So that works with that. That works with that card I just pulled. Now, what do you
Hmm.
have for a trigger card for you?
Trigger card for me. This ought to be good. Yeah, lots of triggers, baby.
Touchy, touchy, touchy.
That guy told O'Brien on Monday night. He has a lot of things sets things off. That's a whole nother show, though.
Who sat down and
Okay.
said, let's make a bunch of cards of triggers?
This lady, she was funny. I can be quick tempered and say hurtful things without understanding why.
Oh
That
yeah,
is definitely true.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So now, who do you want to do second? You want to pull a card for Esther? Is that
You
all
want
right,
to
Charles?
oracle?
Ladies
Yeah,
first.
I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna do the tarot. Oh, you want to do an oracle for Venus? That's right.
Oh,
I'll shuffle.
I thought
I'll
you did her
shuffle the.
tarot.
I did her tarot, but I'm gonna shuffle the cards for you.
Oh,
I'm gonna do you after you do the oracle.
okay.
There you go. We'll get it figured out.
Here we go. Damn. Again, y'all.
What we
Wait,
get?
postpone, pause, say no.
That's
There's
like
the
the third.
bottom card. Say no.
This is like
She,
that movie Groundhog Day.
yeah, you pulled that card
Mhm.
like 4 times last time. So what are you thinking of Venus that you need to pause on? What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe murdering people. No, I'm playing.
It ain't hard to. No, I mean, just. Never mind.
Okay, you ready? All right.
Dun, dun, dun,
When I did this one before, and I know I got the right amount of cards, and I haven't lost any, I shuffled them. I've
Wait,
had them cleared.
I gotta tell her that her personal. She needs to bathe in pure love and stay open to magic.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's good advice. I feel it slipping sometimes. That's for sure. You got to
Uh-oh.
wonder why certain things happen, but keep
Yeah.
the faith. That's what
Yep.
it means to me.
So here is your card again. I think we had this one for you last time, didn't we?
Temperance?
Yeah. I had this one for Esther last time.
I don't think I've been that.
Okay. Well, anyway, maybe you need to work on it. Maybe that's what it's saying. All right. So, and you can look that up. I'll look that up and let you know what that means. Pretty simple. That one's pretty easy one to figure out. It means mainly it talks about balance is what it is.
Yeah, I
The
need
card.
some. I need some balance. That's for sure.
That's what the card is describing. Open up, damn it. Stupid thing. Patience and temperance. That's what I need. Maybe that was a card for me. No, it was for Esther. Oh, hold on. Let me find it here. Hold on. Why can't I find the card when I need it? Is that funny? When I don't need it, it's right there. When I do need it, I can't find the darn thing.
It's Murphy's Law.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, see, there you go. Balance, meditation, patience. There you go. And purpose. So
Yep.
when you feel like pulling your hair out, that's when you got to remember that.
I would agree with that.
All right. So then you can do your Oracle card, or Venus can do the trigger card. I like that trigger card idea.
Yeah, let me have a trigger card.
Let's get a trigger.
Gotta have a horse sound.
When I am angry, my immediate response is to get even. Ooh, that's saucy.
Huh. Huh. But interesting that should go along with the temperance card, right? You see the point?
Yeah, it does kind of.
So meaning that it's telling that card there is telling you, hey, you need to watch out for that and take a moment, be patient, and that's exactly what the temperance card tells you, is to be patient. That's amazing when that works out. What do you think? Go ahead and pull your oracle card there, Esther.
It's gonna
See,
say
Star
no,
Wars here.
don't do it.
If you pull that one out again, I'll
Oh,
just think you have a whole deck that's made with
a
that.
whole deck of the same card.
Yeah,
That would
52
be
cards.
messed up. That would be messed up if some company did that.
You might have to start leaving that one out.
This was you the other day, Ron. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms.
Oh wow! So we're on the same team then, basically.
I guess we are.
All right. Yeah, I can show you a list of words that I got. I have this little app that I use, and it scans the local air and environment for words and things like that. And it's called the ghost hunting. It's a ghost hunting tool, basically. But
Mm-hmm.
what it is, it picks up any words that are spoken or that are traveling along the atmosphere, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll pick up the words. And let me see here.
Is that tapping into the Akashic record or no?
The app that I have?
Mm-hmm.
No, not that I know of. But what's interesting is this one here. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. I'll take a picture of it like that. There we go. Now I can do it this way. Okay, hold on, folks. We're managing with technology here, beyond my understanding. Now look at this list. Now what's interesting is when you start it from the bottom of the list, if it's reading the bottom of the list, should be God on the bottom of the list. On the top of the list, it'll be agent. Now, what's interesting is in there, it talks about council, talks about session, talks about whatever. There are different words there. Okay, you see it? Esther, I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger there. I got God, council, session, count, calcium. I'm guessing bones. I don't know.
Judgment, symbols.
Yep.
Yep.
But what I'm getting at is that first on the bottom three are the top, the first three, and then the fourth one, which is she count. What I don't understand the word calcium, except for you're talking bones, possibly. Symbols, which I do know about symbols, and Star always shows me all kinds of symbols all the time that I wouldn't know anything about, but yet I recognize them. Spread, interesting thing, tarot card spread, right? Okay. But anyway, right, I don't know what that means. I need to be right or whatever. Judgment, whatever that means. Agent, whatever that means. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's all
this looks like a Hmm.
But here's the app that I'm using.
That's interesting.
And what happens is when the signal comes across, the lines will get all orange and red, and sometimes it'll be a good word, sometimes it'll be a bad word. If it has too many bad words, I'll turn it off real quick.
And this is within a matter of 6 minutes.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it's telling me. It's not really anything bad, I don't think. It's just, see now, see like this one here says ball. It just came up, ball.
Um,
And here comes another one.
I don't know. I might have to
Like a
look into
bouncy
that.
ball or like a party ball?
I don't know what it was.
Well, that's because Andy said balls deep. He wanted us to go balls deep, remember?
Now I don't have any grandchildren, so this must be in another life of some sort. Of course, maybe it's not my grandchildren. I don't know.
I'll look into that.
And then let's see. Ooh, this one's a big one. Look at that. Look at all that red. That's pretty strong there. I don't know where these are coming from. I have no clue where it's coming from. On my screen, it's really red.
What's the name of the app?
It's just you can look up the I'm gonna turn that off now. It's disturbing me. It's ghost hunting tools. Ghost hunting tools. It looks like this. It has a hand for an icon like that. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ghost hunting tools. You can look it up, and when you find that app with that hand, then you can put it on your phone just like that. All right. All right. Hey, Andy. Andy made it. All right.
Hey, Andy.
And no, they're not going to be topless either. Just thought I'd clear that out before he tries to ask you. Okay. So yeah, so check that app out. I think it's for Apple as well. So of course mine is for Android, obviously. All right, so now Charles, this is for you. Next one. Oh wait, oh no, we did a Oracle for you, right, Esther? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then Venus did the trigger card, right? Okay. All right, we're on point here. Good.
What Oracle did we do for Charles?
We didn't do one yet.
Okay. Thought you just said we did.
No.
What was my card? Or did you
we didn't do it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're gonna do the tarot card now. Where did Venus go? There's Venus. Okay, had her back.
Sorry about that.
All right. Now let's see what we got here.
How would it just pick up words in the air?
Okay, like when you use Ghost Box, like I have the SB11.
I know that's what it's supposed to be doing.
Okay, that's what this app is supposed to be doing.
But the first person on there was God.
Yeah, I don't know how that can be.
And then it was council, and then it was session, and then it was.
So King of Pentacles, Charles. That's a good card for you, actually, if you're thinking about that. All right. Yeah. What's interesting, Esther, is that you were talking to me about a council that I would be at.
That was last week.
Yeah.
This week I got something council.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
Here you go, Charles. Wait, did you want a trigger card?
Sure.
Let's see what triggers Charles.
Idiots who can't make stream yard work.
What now?
I said idiots that can't make StreamYard work.
No, no.
Ooh,
I'd have
this
to
is a
put
good one
myself
here.
in that category. It was a rough couple of tries there till we got the hang of it.
Get used to it.
All right, Charles's trigger card says, "When I feel that I am right, I become defensive and refuse to listen to other person's views."
You got mine.
But here's what the King of Pentacles means. Okay, wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance. Now, this could also mean in your lifetime you had this. All right, so it's not necessarily at this moment because you're retired.
I need all that stuff now.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good card.
I think so. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And I've had to
All right.
learn to fight that trigger card. I'm getting better. I'm getting better, but I think Ron can say that yes, I do have a tendency to get
But you're
a
learning to.
little wound up.
Yeah,
shall
but
we
you're
say.
working on it. You're working on it. You're
It's
doing
a
good.
trap, Charles. It's a trap. They set them for us. We fall into them.
I
It's
know.
a trap.
I know.
All right. Here you go.
Okay, you guys have a good time. I will keep Mixler up, but I'm going to have to take off.
Charles got to go.
Things going.
All right.
Why? Why you gotta go, Charles? You abandoning us?
Yes, I got some news from the hospital. My brother-in-law, and
Oh no.
Oh,
I can sit in on that. So
Okay. Well, praying
I
for
hope
you.
everything turns
All
out
right.
okay.
yes,
All right.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
guys.
Hi, Charles.
All right. Now what? Now I'm outnumbered.
You've had it.
Always outnumbered.
You have had it now.
All right, let me do my card now. Let me see here. I got a good call today, though, but we won't go into details.
Let's hear it.
I can't. Yeah, well, it is good news, but I can't really go into details. So,
I had a good chat. I laughed for like an hour.
yeah, but let's just say we're gonna be all right.
He always makes me laugh.
With who?
Oh, my friend.
Okay, well, I'm keeping in Pentacles. I got the Nine of Pentacles.
Okay.
It's not a bad card. Most of the time, I think there's only one card in the Pentacles, which isn't really great. That would be, I think, the Five of Pentacles is not great. The rest of the Pentacles are pretty good. All right, so we'll get that. All right, so Nine of Pentacles, right? All right, yeah. See, there you go. Abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence. Huh? Didn't we kind of have that the other day when you read it? You had a card.
All day, every day, Ron. Every
Yeah.
time we read.
Yeah. And so, what is your oracle card? And maybe if Venus can find a trigger card. I know she has one picked out for me already. I could tell in that laugh she had it already picked out.
Actually, a different deck is calling. So I'm gonna pick this one up. This is the Shadow Work deck. Fearful,
says,
a learned behavior that can be unlearned. Also, a low vibrating feeling that creates limitations for you and your future happiness.
It's sure
Okay, wait,
big, Ron.
wait, start that over again.
It says fearful, a learned behavior that can be unlearned. Also, a low vibrating feeling, not the good one, that creates limitations for you and future happiness. In
So what
other
do I
words,
do?
it's you being stuck in a certain mindset that you learned over time. And this could be conditioning from your childhood. This could be from society, the way they force you into that matrix mind. It can
That's
be
kind of
unlearned.
well. I'm trying to uh, experience and branch out and learn things like my gifts and abilities. I'm trying to get those to work better. Where else am I going wrong as far as not accepting? You know what I mean? Like there's something you're saying I'm maybe not accepting what I need to be looking at necessarily,
Or
right?
perhaps approaching it from a different standpoint. You may be
Oh,
approaching it in a way that you feel informative to the public, and it may be something that is only you that's supposed to absorb it.
okay.
And a lot of the downloads that we get, especially spiritual workers from that angle, the downloads that most of us get, it's not to be exploited. It's not to be shared with other people, and half the time it's not even understood in a language that we understand. It's like vibrations and a feeling that we get.
And I am not going to do what Andy suggests here. I will not do that.
You at least need to grow your beard back. I liked your beard.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. So
Want to
basically
tear it?
I, basically I need to be yeah, you can do an oracle or whatever. Um so I just need to be a little bit more flexible and maybe what my opinion is, right? Basically.
Not what your opinion is, but the energies you pick up, things that you feel are happening for you, maybe keep some of it to yourself,
Oh
or
yeah.
don't use it out in the open, because there's this shadow government, and I know you guys have heard about it. Gang stalking and targeted individuals. That really happens, and we don't
Yeah.
always see it when it happens either.
Right. Right. Yeah. All right, what's your oracle, Esther?
This is your tarot, Ron.
Oh, okay.
Justice. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And I do try to be reasonable and accept everyone's opinion.
Here's your oracle.
Okay.
Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do?
What we're doing. Yeah, so I'm on the right track there.
And if
All
you
right.
want a second oracle,
All right.
okay. Look for the pot of gold. Accept joy. That's it.
Pot of gold. I got some gold right here. I got a little bit that I'm working on here. See? That might not look like much, but
I think
that's
a
about
pot would be a whole lot more than
right.
that.
But you know what though?
What?
This right here is about $25 right here. Just that little bit. Now, this has been sitting in my bucket that I haven't even gone through yet, and I'm still going through, which I know that there's more in that dirt that I
You
got to
got a
get out
bucket
of
of nuggets.
there. I'll take a bucket of nuggets. Yes, yes, yes. All right, who's next? Who's next in chat that wants a reading? Anybody want a reading in chat? Got to get this done here pretty quick, and I'm going to invite Kimberly on. So,
Y'all, I'm sorry, I can't see YouTube.
Genghis, what's going on? You can't see YouTube. Why not?
Well, because my laptop that I put my fingerprint into said I needed my password when I thought I would need my fingerprint.
Oh no!
And now it needs a
Mhm.
password and it won't take
Oh
my
boy!
fingerprint.
Oh boy! You
And
got to reset that. You got to reset it.
I had like 20 minutes to get this third together, so
okay. Have your
pulled out Old Faithful, you know.
have your computer guys work on it. They'll get it fixed.
I don't have any.
I thought you had the tech guys who you had paid for the extra
Oh yeah,
warranty.
yeah, I did. If
Yeah.
I got Apple Care is what I got. If
Well, there you go. That's
just
yeah.
insurance on it, yeah.
They'd be able to help you with
I don't think
resetting.
I don't think it covers stupidity.
Oh no! Come on now.
Should have
Okay,
wrote it down. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. I just don't know where.
who's the next one? Let's see. The next one, I think Oofy said CT wanted one, so we're going to do one for CT and Sarah and Oofy. All right, so this one's for CT. And Venus, you can get a trigger card ready for CT.
All right.
All right, CT is going places. That's what this card says. Got the chariot.
Where you going, CT? Don't leave us.
Let's see what that means. All right. CT doing some exploring. That's what he's doing.
He's hiding from the feds. They know.
Yeah. All right. So get your trigger card ready and see if it comes up with the same thing. Isn't that interesting that we do come up with the similar answers? All right. Control, willpower, success, action, determination. There you go. That's for CG. He's the boss, right? And then we're going to do one for Sarah. Oh, wait, no, you wanted to do your trigger card first? Do all those other cards first.
You know, I was thinking. You remember that? I think it was the fourth heaven. The secrets of Enoch, that the beings had legs of lions and a head of a crocodile. And you know what that sounds like?
No.
You don't know what that sounds like?
No.
My dad when he's
Octopus?
mad.
I'm going to send you a picture.
I had a really good picture of a grasshopper today. That was cool.
I've got a shadow work card for CT.
Okay.
Resentful.
What is it?
Resentful. Think
Oh.
loving thoughts for the person or yourself that you resent. It's restricting your emotional happiness.
Okay. And see, CT is the ship's navigator, so I had the right card then. That's pretty cool, huh? And now we'll do one for.
I just saw one of the chat comments.
Kimberly wants to come on at 9:30. She's still on the road, and
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
okay, I'll let her know.
Yeah. That gives us a little extra time. That's fine. You can share the link with her.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now,
he might be resenting making all that toast. Give dude a break. You got 8 hands. That's further out.
Well, maybe now that he has a girlfriend, Sarah can help out with the toast.
Uh-oh. Unless you don't like jam on that toast, might not be a good idea.
Uh,
Where does one find a CT and a Sarah?
I don't know, but CT sounds fun.
If I wanted to get a CT, where would I get one?
at Target.
Best Buy.
or Walmart.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so we gotta. Oh wait, did you want to do an oracle card for CT? Did you do one?
Sure. Love CT. Ron, you said you got some good news today?
Yeah. The first part of what I'm getting is gonna be here in a couple weeks.
So your cards came through for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. These don't have numbers. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? It's for CT.
Yeah. So CT, you gotta turn up the power a little bit more.
Don't be dimming your light. Mm-mm.
Put that sucker on charge.
You gotta be the light.
Yeah.
Soul
Turn on
satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good.
Oh yeah. There you go.
It might be hard for a CT.
Yeah.
That's really good advice, though, because I've seen a lot of people water themselves down just to fit into a certain circle, whether it be temporary or long term. And you can literally feel their light diminishing when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's products of their environment.
Mm-hmm.
You take them out of this one and put them in that one, and they're not the same person.
Yeah.
You're
So,
right.
so the next,
I
the
think that
next,
has a lot to do with empaths, and a lot of people in these professions that we tend to gravitate toward, they are empathic, so they do react based on the people around them.
all right. Next one is for Sarah. You got the 9 of Cups. Nine of Cups. Yeah.
It's a lot of cups.
Yeah.
Sarah
That'd
sounds
be a
like an
lot-
alcoholic.
that right there would be a lot of wine there, wouldn't it? And that of course would mean obviously good. So we don't have to look that one up. I already know that one's good. So I could look it up if you want me to, but
Ron, you look like you've been in the wine.
no.
Okay. No glasses. Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Sarah.
All right. Does Sarah have a trigger card, Venus?
Mm-hmm.
I like these trigger cards. We're gonna have to get
I
some of them.
skipped. Sorry. Got out of order.
Oh, no worries. Go ahead. However you want to do it.
Chain trigger.
When I fail to set boundaries with others, I become angry with myself for days.
Uh-oh.
Boundaries.
Would that mean that Sarah doesn't communicate well when she gets angry?
It might make her kind of a yes person. That's what I'm feeling off of it. Like she doesn't say no very often. She wants to be what the public wants her to be or what her closest friends want her to be.
Hmm.
But then she feels horrible about not doing what she needs to do for herself or saying no.
I think a lot of women are that way.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Ascension flames merge with light, ignite keys and codes. Keys and codes.
Programming.
Hmm.
Interesting. All right. Taken advantage of or even disrespected. Additional. Okay, here. I can show that, right? There we go. Oh, next one. There we go. Okay.
Sarah knows the keys and the codes.
Okay, so now the next card is for Oopie. And she's gonna, if she doesn't have already, she's going to have.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that's a good card. That just means, good things are coming. So,
Better
what does that,
Jeopardy.
what does that mean? I'll go ahead and look it up. Hold on. If you really need to know, I can look it up. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. I gotta make sure I go the right way now. There it is. Okay, well, it means good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, a turning point. So, I like the first phrase, so good luck. So, there you go. That's what that one means.
We got a trigger
See, I'm
card.
getting a time frame. I'm getting a time frame card for Ufi. So there's something happening in a certain amount of time for you, or you're wondering when. And your time frame card is give yourself more self love. Once that happens, then whatever you need to happen is going to happen within a year.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see what Oracle says. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy.
Okay.
That's, I don't know. Merge with light, ignite keys and codes. You and Sarah together. Gonna be doing that.
That's interesting. And then Andy
Y'all
said up
building a new
there,
matrix for us.
yeah. And then Andy was saying it's going to be her new debit card. She has to remember the codes.
All the passwords.
Yeah.
She'll be logged on in the middle of the night.
Andy, did you want a card? You want a tarot card, an oracle card, trigger card? I think you should get a trigger card from Venus. I think Andy needs a trigger card.
Andy is a trigger card.
Andy, do you want a card? Let us know in chat here. Yes or no? Yes or no for the card.
Maria says, "Who gives a damn what Andy wants?
Oh
give,
no.
give him a damn card."
Where is Maria at? She should be in here. Where's she at? On Facebook?
I don't know.
Where's she at? I don't see her.
I don't see her in chat.
No. Esther's got the connection. All right, here goes Andy's card. Andy, you ready? Here we go. Well, now, Andy, this is just crazy. I shuffled the cards like I've been shuffling for 5 minutes, and then I cut the deck, and Andy got patience as well. Temperance, patience. So go ahead and do a trigger card for Andy there, Venus, please.
All right. Trigger for Andy.
So Andy needs to calm down, be more patient.
When I don't feel good about myself, I respond in negative words and actions.
That's Andy. I think that's all of us, though, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah. All right. And then what's Andy's oracle card?
Oh, I'm sitting over here like I ain't got nothing to do.
Before he goes to sleep, because you know he's about ready to go to sleep.
It's probably bedtime. um, wait, postpone, pause, say no. Whatever it is, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it, Andy. Andy, don't do it.
I promise y'all, there's probably like 20 of these in here.
Yeah. And
They
you
have
pulled
to
each
be.
one. You pulled each one.
How can that be?
Coming up.
It seems like that's like an overall group message to all
I
of us,
was
maybe.
I was gonna
But
say
it keeps
that.
coming up, and
Well, that's why, because it's a group thing. That's why it keeps coming up. So that makes sense, Venus. Good point. He's laughing at him. Don't do it.
I'm gonna remember that card if anybody complains about my procrastination.
this is 44 cards. 44.
And you pulled that one how many times in the
What are
last
the odds?
2 weeks? You pulled it.
I'm gonna start writing it down.
Yep. Well, maybe somebody. Well, you can go back and look at the video and write it down. You can do that if you really need to. If you really need to do that, you can go back and go through
We
the
could,
card.
because that really is strange.
Here's a good question from Uvi. But if we don't do it all, if we all, how? That makes sense, yeah.
Well, if one doesn't do it, the rest of the group can learn from it. Or stand back laughing and pointing. Oh, you didn't listen.
Okay, the next person who gets the card needs to go ahead and do whatever it is.
Okay, Genghis. Is Genghis up next? Is Genghis next?
Gingy!
Genghis, I saw you in here earlier. You still here? Bobby's here. Did Bobby want a card? I need to make sure Bobby says yes before we do this card. Genghis wasn't here. Where did he go? All right. So Genghis, I don't see Genghis in here. Where did he go?
Oh, Gingy.
Does Maria want a card? I don't see Genghis in here. If he answers yes that he wants a card, I'll do his card. Does Maria want a card? Anybody see Maria? Esther, you saw Maria.
Yeah.
Does she want a card?
She needed a vacation.
Does that mean she want a card or not?
I don't know. How do I know?
Oh, I thought you had that. I thought you were talking to her.
Why did you think that?
Because she said that Andy needs to get a card.
That's what she said the other day.
Oh, well, Andy got a card then. Okay. So, Genghis, where are you at?
I was filling in for her.
Okay, well, Andy got the card then anyway. Well, I don't see Genghis on here now. Anyone else? See him on here?
He ran away.
Yeah.
He fled.
Okay, Bobby's almost done with the dogs, so we gotta wait for him to get back in from the dogs, taking the dogs out.
How many dogs you got, Bobby?
He got 2. Okay, well now there you go. That's a good one. All right, I got the. I just want to do a Genghis card anyway, and then you can go back and look at it later. We can
Okay.
do that. Let's do that. Okay,
All right.
we're gonna do that because I know he'd want a card if he was here. So here we go. We got his card, King
Okay.
of Swords.
King of Swords.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if we want to know what that is, we'll look that up. Now you gotta scroll all the way to the other side of the list. There you go. To the end of the swords.
Oh no, barbecue puppies.
All right. All right. Mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, and truth. That is Genghis.
Okay.
Venus, or which one you want to do next? Trigger card first, and then.
Shadow work card for him. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, goodness. A couple of them came out. We're only going to take one. All right, we got prejudice. What if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? Gingy, are you being a little judgmental? I'm playing.
what?
Hmm.
Maybe in his.
It could be anywhere. It could be in the workplace. It could be in
Yeah.
society in general.
I don't see him as
Yeah,
that usually.
lighten up. Don't forget not to place people in those categories until you get a chance to know them, Gingy.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Esther.
Okay. The ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Creative solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective.
Okay. All right. Now, are you ready now, Bobby? Okay, now Bobby's ready. All right, hold on a second. Let me shuffle the cards really good. We don't want to get the same card like Esther does and get the same. But you know, I wonder, how does that happen though? If that keeps happening.
It don't matter how much I shuffle.
Yeah. And then how do you do that then? Like, how do you
Well, the other day I got it twice, and I thought, well, I'll shuffle again because it just keeps coming up, and it came up again. So I read it. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's okay. Now, Bobby, I got the Queen of Wands. For Bobby, let's look that up so that everybody can know what it means. And the descriptions I'm using again are Biddy Tarot descriptions. Okay. You can look her up on Facebook. Exuberance, warmth, vibrancy, determination. Well, so then you must be changing your opinions of stuff, Bobby, because that's a good card. That means that you're changing your opinion and outlook of things. I guess, maybe. What do you think? Okay, you got a trigger card for Bobby.
I do. And this is an interesting one that can mean multiple things, so do keep that in mind. I need to be in a relationship as I don't know how to be alone. Now, that could come from many different reasons why you're perhaps either afraid to be alone or you might be medically dependent on another person. Like, say, if you have seizures or something like that, of course, you're going to depend on a caretaker. So that's the way I look at that one when it comes out as well. But not wanting to be alone, that can be something you want to look into as far as when you are healthy or able. Sit with yourself for a little bit. See what you feel. Get close to yourself.
That's interesting.
And we talked about that before when we discussed that about when we had when we all had to be locked down, but yet there was still an opportunity where we could get out and go to the park and walk around or whatever, So that was something we talked about, I think, before. Right? Remember that? A long time ago. So.
Blank.
Okay. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being for Bobby.
Making babies, Bobby?
He's making worlds. He is making worlds.
Now that would go along with the Mormon faith, then.
Yeah. It might go along with a lot of faiths.
Yeah.
Just might. Okay. Spiritual warrior, show you are a wise leader and command the universe. Bobby.
That goes along with creating worlds. Holy cow. Hey, Marco. Marco's here. Marco made it to the show on time for a reading. Look at that, Marco. What do you know? Marco, do you want a reading?
Stuff, Bobby. Oofy, I love you. You are adorable. You are cracking me up.
Yep, good card tonight, Bobby. I'll send you the meaning for that one that I pulled for you if you want. Or you can go back and watch this and then I'll tell you. Marco, you want a card since you're here? Marco.
Hello.
Marco. Okay, he said sure. All right, good deal. Now I need to do that again. And I see. I'll just reshuffle it again. Hopefully, I'll come up with a different card. I didn't like that same card I came up with that time.
I
That's
don't know
got
if
to be a lie, Marco.
I
That
don't know
should
if
not
you're
be.
supposed to do that, Ron.
I should not be doing that.
I said I don't know if you're supposed to.
Mm.
I do it
What?
too.
What? Reshuffle it if it's not right.
Well,
Yeah.
when it keeps being the same thing.
Well, when you have a mindset, you have a thought in your mind about what you should be picking, and it's not that right one.
But I'm thinking of the person. I'm not
Yeah.
thinking of
Well, that's what I'm doing.
yeah.
That's what I'm doing because I know Marco a pretty long time, hanging out at Bill's chat for I don't know how many years. Well, okay, no, never mind the naked woman on the picture, but the star, okay.
Zoom in a little bit. Let's see those tatas.
Y'all cannot leave that porno alone.
That's just a pretty picture of a
I
pretty
don't know if I
woman.
can be associating with y'all.
Oh no.
But the nudity in the star card also represents innocence. You know, back to the Adam and Eve phase
Thank
before
you.
knowledge
Thank
was
you.
introduced.
It shouldn't
Thank
So
you.
even
that's
be
what
a
that
it.
card's about.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be an issue. We should still be walking around naked.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, the star card for Marco. Hope, faith, purpose, renewal, and spirituality. There you go, Marco.
That sounds good.
That means you need to be shaping up your understanding of certain things, maybe, or maybe be more accepting of things.
Stop.
That was Lucy that said that.
Y'all stop.
All right, so now you got a trigger card for Marco.
Actually, Thoth is calling to him. Let's see what Thoth wants to say to you, Marco.
All right.
This ought to be good. Thoth is one of my dudes. We got science, the Six of Swords.
Hmm.
A lot of mental energy. There's something you need to figure out. You need to do more research on it and maybe put it to the test before making a judgment.
Are you working on a project, Marco? You need to get finished. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Thank
very
you.
chaotic in there, though. You need to
Mental
clear that out.
energy.
Organize
All
it
right.
better.
Yeah.
Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms.
So Marco and I are going to be on the Council of Light. What?
No, you're not on the Council of Nicaea. Mm-mm. You're on a different Council of Light.
Yeah.
You're on the Council of Light, Ron.
We got blue light, we got green light, we got yellow light, and white light.
Mm.
Soul healing, align with your essence and see your true colors.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Well, I think that's everybody we got now. Well, that was a lot of fun. Hey, look, we got done before 9:30, 8:30.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right.
Ooh, that's a good one, Oofy. Ultraviolet light. I love black lights.
Yeah.
Horse of the week.
Make it glow in the dark.
Well, I could have my neighbor's backyard light back here that
Black light.
they have their security light that shines right into my window, which I don't understand why it would be doing that.
You need to get you a bigger one and do the same thing.
You
Yeah,
pissed them off somehow.
I guess. Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, you move to a small area, a small town. You get out of the city to get out of the city lights, and then you turn on your spotlight for some reason. I don't understand.
Maybe they're seeing some of your ghosties moving around and they don't want to be tripping out at
Maybe
night.
something. Yeah. Well, they do have their dog that's in the back that makes it go off. I guess maybe, but it shouldn't be set like that. It should only be set to a certain height and a certain size of a person, or something like a deer or something like that. So I don't know.
But a BB gun would shoot. Can you hit it from where you
Yeah, but
anywhere that you
then
like?
I'd be getting the sheriff visiting and saying, "Why are you shooting
Only
at
if
the
you
house?"
get caught. Only if you
Yeah,
get caught. Who's gonna catch you?
my luck, I'd get caught. So
Not if
no,
you
I don't do
study them
that.
before you do it. Know what times they're not home.
No, no, it's all right.
Hmm.
It does go out. I have seen it go out. They have had another light for the stairway, for the stair path. They have a little pathway light that comes on, so that's pretty good. Which isn't shining right in my window, which is good.
Is that one of those things you're not standing up for yourself about?
Maybe, but I don't want to make everybody mad either. I mean, I got to
Why
live here.
not?
Cause I got to live here.
Well, so do they. You can make their life hell too.
Yeah. No, what I eventually plan on doing, I want to build my observatory on the back deck. Right, gonna build my little observatory. That I'm using the idea that Mark has in Arizona there. With the remote observatory roof, which I'm not gonna have it remote. I'm gonna have it here, but I'm gonna be able to use it from the kitchen. Okay, but the thing is, my scope will be out there in the observatory room, which would be all enclosed. I'll have a basically add-on room that I'm thinking about doing. Okay, and it'll have a roll-off roof, which will slide off or roll off, whatever, and it'll be fine. It'll be real easy to do that. And then I can see with the trees gone now, I have about 70% of the night sky that I did not have when I had the trees. Okay, so that's an improvement there.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to be able to, capture everything I possibly can in my window, where I can see, from the, angle that I can see it from. But with the walls up, I won't see any porch lights or anything like that. So I'll just see the sky, about probably 60% of the sky actually. So
You're
then
not planning on building that yourself, are you? You gonna pay somebody to come out and do it?
I'm probably gonna have somebody do it. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that. No, my idea is totally different than what I can build. So it's just basically having a little add-on type of thing, And I don't use the deck at all, so why not, right? So and I can use that for the nighttime sky when it's clear, And a
That'll be
lot of
good.
times in the wintertime, it's too cold to be out there outside. But if I have that and I have the heater, I can have a heater out there. And I have the electric connection right there, which I can plug the scope in
I think
and
that's
run
what
the
Chris
heater.
started doing too when he built his.
Yeah,
He put a little heater
yeah,
in there and
yeah. So that's kind of like
I thought
how
good.
Chris has his set up in New York. There, that's how I'm going to do it here. And I might not have that many clear nights because of the weather systems that we have here. But when it is clear, and like when it's cold, for instance, I can still have the heater out there where it wouldn't be too cold. I'd be inside basically.
If you have a blackout, the skies will be real clear.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll work on it though, and we'll figure out some. That's my plan. That's my long-term plan for that. So then I can have my camera that I bought a while back that I haven't used yet. I haven't.
When do you plan on starting that project?
I don't know. Maybe soon. Maybe get it before winter. So I have to look at the systems on how to do the roof, how to do the sliding roof thing or roll off roof thing, what they call a roll off roof.
No idea.
Yeah,
I'm not a builder.
What Mark has on the observatory is there's Star. Hey Star, do you want a card? What Mark has is a roof that rolls off like the garage door. Okay, but it doesn't. It works like a garage door,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's not a
Gotcha.
garage door. So he can open it from the computer control. He can open it, and it just opens up like a garage door. He controls it right from
If that's
kinetic.
the same thing Chris has, then I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, same idea. Yeah, and it just makes it a lot easier to manage when you're trying to open things up.
Oh, Star. I'm sorry you're
Okay.
feeling pain.
Well, okay then we're not gonna overtax you with that then.
No, you'll get
Okay.
better, Star.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll feel better soon. So yeah, everyone's praying for you now.
What is all that grunting and growling? Who's doing that?
I don't know, not me.
It sounds like there's another person on, but there's only three of us. So it's
I
tripping
don't
me
know.
out.
Charles is gone, so he's not here.
It's not me, and I don't hear it.
I
No,
heard.
it's not
I
either
heard
one of
something.
y'all.
I heard something, but I didn't know. But and not you. And I thought maybe Maria had her dog sitting next to her again. Andy's doing it. That's who's doing it. Oh boy.
Oh, I want one of those, Star. A salt bath tank. That would be amazing.
Hopefully that'll help you, and you'll feel better and get back to it. So
I'm gonna get out of here, guys. It's been fun. I appreciate y'all having me on. I gotta go feed a baby bird that got
Venus,
abandoned by
thank
its
you for
parents.
coming.
Yeah, it was fun.
I
yeah,
appreciate you coming and doing that.
yeah. Thank you. And you're always welcome, of course. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
love you guys. Y'all take care. I'll be in chat in a minute. Let me
Okay.
feed this
all right.
bird, though.
All
All right.
right.
Bye.
Talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye. All right. Now, do you want to get Kimberly in here? It's
I've
9:30.
sent her the invite twice.
Okay. Maybe she's not home yet.
Yeah, she said about 9:30. So you know
All
how
right.
it is when you run behind. Everything gets in the
Yeah.
way and makes it worse,
Oh
and
yeah. Well,
you know how it goes.
you try to start on time, and then you end up
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah.
something doesn't work right, and then we don't. Oh well.
You figure that a computer's going to work with a fingerprint because you set it up that way, right?
Yeah.
And then it worked that way for like 5 times, and then it didn't work that way.
Well, what we can do, if you want, anytime between now and next week, we can definitely make sure that's working next time. Do some testing like
I
we've
mean,
been doing.
I could have reset it and all that, but it was taking up time, and I was running
Yeah.
out of time, and so I was trying to hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's okay.
Okay. So
It's
start
all right.
start enjoying the fact that you can see our show at least.
That's all right.
So how do you get our numbers? You go to the analytical side of it and you see all the numbers on the
Yeah, no, you can see how many views something has had just by looking under it.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can see it now though, that's what I don't know.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think right now there's only like 2 people watching.
I see 5 I see 5 watching total.
Oh, are you on YouTube or?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on YouTube on the that's what I see on the StreamYard account.
Yeah, I was gonna post the YouTube on the Facebook, but I didn't.
I just put on 3 I put in 3 channels. I didn't get your channel 'cause I didn't have it on added to the thing yet.
Yeah, I added 3
Yeah.
channels to mine a while ago.
Okay. All right.
It's just hard for old people learning.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we're used to the telegraph, you know.
Yeah, Morse code,
Yeah,
smoke signals.
there you go. Smoke signals. So now I was telling you about a ship that I had a vision of,
Yeah,
right?
tell me about it.
Well, now this ship, I think it was more of a sphere, like a basketball or something. It was bigger than a basketball, obviously, but it could change to different shapes, though.
Mm-hmm.
So the primary shape that I remember it being is the ball or sphere, and I have I believe I remember seeing something about uh kind of like a remember that one that was in the news about the diamond shape, had one that looked like a diamond shape, and it was like
Are you talking about like a Merkaba shape? Merk or
like a diamond stone,
so
you know, like
like a rounded off pyramid?
hmm hard to describe. That's what I seen it, and I was on it, and I seen it, and I couldn't tell you. Uh, I think that's how some of this stuff goes. We experience it, but we can't explain it because you don't know what I'm talking about. Um, and I don't mean that to be disrespectful. I'm just saying that um, if you don't experience it, you know,
You have nothing to compare it to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but all I know is that it was a transformable shape, and it would change into different shapes. But for the traveling part of it, from going from point A to point B, it was in the ball shape in a sphere.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm not sure how much drag that would cause on the technical side of things. Um, Probably not much if it's cutting through space and it's everything's kind of going around it. It's creating a um, bubble, so to speak, in front of it and behind it, maybe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So where if you're a point or like a ship, you're cutting through it like on a keel of a water ship. You have a V-shaped keel, so you can cut through the water, right? And other stuff when you be on top of the water, like a surfboard, for instance, you'd be on top of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then but with the ball shape, you're like I don't know, like if you throw a ball bearing into the water, it goes right through the water and falls right to the bottom of the pool if you're in a swimming pool. All right, if that makes any sense there.
Mm-hmm.
So now imagine if you're sailing from point A to point B, and you're going through the water. Remember, space is water. Okay? And if you can tell me it's different and prove it, then I'll accept it and I'll agree with you, but I won't understand it. But I understand it to be water. Reason why we went through this before, if we go to Genesis and the creation story, talks about separating the waters from the waters.
And they
Okay.
did find a whole big thing of water out there just floating around by itself.
And then they found some
But
kind of,
if it was all water, they wouldn't have
yeah,
found a chunk of water.
right. But I'm thinking that it's just a different form. I mean, we have ice. Guess what? Ice is still water. It's just frozen. Okay. Ice is still water. So, when it melts, of course, it turns into water, right? Now, I wonder though, does it lose some of its property compared to when it was ice? Okay, now, of course, it's not a solid, but it would be liquid, completely liquid. But now the question is, does it lose some of its chemical properties? It is still H2O. See, when it's frozen, it's still H2O, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, Ufi said it here. There are different types or states of water. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So that is exactly what I'm saying about space being a different type of water. But it's still water. For instance, you have so many craft, UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want. I'm going to call them UFOs. Forget those guys that want to change the name up because they want to be correct or whatever. I'm going to call it UFO, unidentified flying object. And it's coming out of the ocean or it's coming out of a river, coming out of a lake. Okay? Why? Because they're coming from the water, the same material that they came into this planet from. Okay? Some people are talking about, I think, Esther, you were mentioning this about the beings coming from the sun. Or you or somebody else did. I don't know. I talked to a few people. Might
It was
not have
me.
been you.
It was
Might not
me.
have. It was you. Okay.
Mhm.
I was talking with Julie a little while ago. And we were talking about some kind of crazy stuff too, and so I couldn't remember who Julie I was talking to then, or you. But anyway, so yeah, I thought it was you at first, and so I don't think that anything can survive getting too close to the sun. Okay. If they're using it as a portal or somehow, and they got force fields and they have the ability to go through it somehow, I don't have any clue on how they could do that. That's just something we don't understand yet. But that's just like my theory about the water. Okay. If they're coming from space, which is water, they're coming to Earth or any other planet that has water. Of course, we're seeing them here because we're here. But if we were on Jupiter, we'd see them on Jupiter too. You know?
But then again, how would the sun burn if it was surrounded by water? But then again, gas will burn in water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I heard Bob Lazar. The gravity propulsion is like there's a bunch of gravity to the front of the vehicle, and they make it go with it that way. Now, how would you make gravity go sideways instead of down?
Mm-hmm.
How
You
would
know,
that?
Star is saying the sun is a portal of some sort. So yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah. Well, how does okay gravity and it's still. And then
I ain't
now.
going down. I ain't going down a rabbit hole, Ron. Not tonight. No. Mm-mm.
This is a good one to leave the show. You know, like getting to the time to end it here. We're getting into a nice big argument. And you can have some discussion on your page. There you go. If anybody wants to discuss this topic on Esterology Facebook page, please post a comment on the show and start a comment, start a thread, get people talking, and either
It's
people.
space water.
Yeah, is people going to argue with you, or are they going to agree with you, or are they going to find the science to prove it differently? You know, something's going to happen. Someone's going to be helping the conversation along, and
But
and that.
what would have separated salt water from fresh water when it came to coming here?
But you remember that in Genesis, right?
Did a hole get in the ozone and then the water came in and then the hole?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it talks about the separation of the waters. You read that in Genesis.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I'm not making that up, and I'm not a big Bible scholar or anything like that, but I do understand what I'm reading, and so the the water on Earth is just like the water up there. It's just separate. It's different consistency, and it's a different location. That's the only thing different. Okay, and so I don't know. I don't think that space is what we think it is, to be honest.
And I don't either. And I walked around for months trying to figure out why we had helium-3,
Hmm.
out
Yeah.
there, and why were they mining it? What were they gonna do with it? I don't know.
Yeah. And then here we are. We're talking about aliens visiting us here on planet Earth. All right.
Mhm.
And we're thinking, well, why would they do that? And yet we send James Webb Telescope out how far away? I mean, even the Hubble telescope is too far to go work on it, and that's right here. And but the James Webb Telescope, how far away is it at? The L1 or L2 locate, whatever it's called, out there, way out there on the edge of our solar system, and it's like looking out into the space that we'll never get to, and it's amazing technology. I gotta admit that, but what are the aliens thinking of when they're flying past the thing? What the hell is that thing here? Wait a minute, what are they doing out here? They're not supposed to be out here. Or even when they find the Voyager spacecrafts, and the different ones that are way out past our solar system, they're saying, wait a minute, these guys are going too far, And what are they going to do, I mean, are we really inviting people to give us, to come and cause, you know what I mean? Are we causing trouble out there? You know what I
I
mean?
No, I don't. I don't.
You don't think we are? I mean, we're inviting them here because they're seeing what we're doing. So they're obviously
Well, they
coming
come
here.
whether we want them to or
Right.
not.
But
So
they're showing up more because they see signs that we're giving off the energy or the signals. The internet alone is enough to get somebody to come and look at what we're doing. So but yeah, so that's interesting, huh? Very interesting. So I took a picture. Did I show you that one picture, that one bug I had on the screen?
yeah,
And that was, I think, a dragonfly, I believe.
I saw it.
And then I took another picture of a grasshopper today. Got a really good picture of that. So let me get that. Oh, this one here was funny. This was I'll share it to you on Facebook. You can take a look at it. And this was a piece of sidewalk. It's been broken and the edge has been up since I've been here, and I've been here for 6 years, right? And I've been going to that store for 6 years, and I've been rolling over the cart with that broken piece of cement. And then they
Yeah.
decide to mark it out and make sure that you don't hit it now. But now you're gonna want to walk over it and trip on it now. You see what I'm saying?
What did you write on it?
I didn't write nothing on it. That was what they had on it. They were just letting people know it was just there, so you wouldn't walk into it. So now you have to walk into it because you can't miss it. And then here's the grasshopper that was on the door today. That's a pretty good shot there. You got to turn it to where it's right way, where you can see it upright. But it was climbing on the side of my door. Well, I love this camera though. Can't wait to get the new one. Get the S22.
Okay, so this word picks up words out of the
And get the
air
upgrade.
for ghost hunting.
Huh? Yeah.
It said God, council, session, count, calcium, symbols, spread, right, judgment, and agent.
What does calcium have to do with that bone?
Calcium is also is it a chemical or an element? I don't know.
Huh. Interesting. But that's a strange list there. And it started out with God being the first one.
Right.
And then when it said council, and I was thinking, wait a minute, isn't that what Esther just told me about before?
God, council, session, count, calcium. Symbols. What's the symbols for calcium?
I don't know. Pineal gland. God's Park. Oh, the God's Park. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Symbols, spread, right, judgment, agent.
Calcium is a fingerprint element in the spectrum of the Earth's sun of Sol 3.
Sun, you say?
Fingerprint element in the spectrum of the Earth's sun. So which means that the calcium is a signature of our star, our sun. That's what she's saying. Okay. All right. CO, like Colorado.
CO is calcium.
Yeah. So, but isn't that interesting, Sessions? Count? What am I counting?
A Ca and the atomic number is 20. It's an alkaline earth metal. A reactive metal that forms a dark oxide nitride layer when exposed to air.
Oh, yeah. That means I'm going to be black when I get there? What?
It's the fifth most abundant element in the Earth's crust and the third most abundant metal after iron and aluminum.
Interesting. That's interesting. Why would I have that list like that?
Why would... It's a rabbit hole.
But if you can, find that app on your phone.
Yeah, I'll see if I got it. If I can get it.
I'd be careful, though.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be doing that late at night when you're trying to go to sleep. Okay. I would do that in the early afternoon.
Aliens and light beings and all that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I don't want no ghost in my house. No. I was a whole different animal.
All right. Well, we did pretty good. I think we had a pretty good show for even starting late. We did good.
She keeps saying she's coming. I guess she ain't because Bobby's got to start.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to get going. We can have her on tomorrow night, though, that's for sure. It's only got 5 minutes to. We have to get this one done. I don't know that Charles did the show for Mixler. I thought he was going to. But anyway, we got it done here finally. Got it going. Next week we'll just work on some testing for you to get your system working right.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah,
And
really do.
and we'll get you going to where you can feel more comfortable with it. So, but I know with the new system, you're not used to it
I
and all
don't
that stuff.
understand how everything can be perfectly set up and all that, and then I come back later.
Did it have an update in between then?
No, stuff is unplugged, stuff is moved. I mean, nobody's even been here.
Yeah.
Well, Nick's here, but he don't come in here.
No, I know when my my computer does an update, for Windows, and then I have to reset my audio level.
Yeah.
Okay. So I shouldn't have to do that, but for some reason I have to.
Yeah. I might have to start getting on like 5 hours ahead of time. So.
And go through it and make sure that everything's working right, and I can work with you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another author I'm trying to get. Jesse might know him. It's a Philip Mantle referral again, and guy from the UK. And we're gonna try to get him on, and we're not sure what day. It might be a Saturday afternoon though, because of his time frame. So, but we'll consider that. Because 10 p.m. Friday to 6 a.m. Saturday for him. So I don't want to make him do that. So we might do a Tuesday or a Saturday afternoon, like 2 p.m. And that would be like 7 o'clock for him or something like that.
Yeah.
7 or 8, something like that. So a little bit nicer time to work with it. So, but all right. So Bobby's telling us great show.
Bobby, have a good show.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby.
Hope your equipment works.
Load the dart gun, Venus says.
Darts. Take a 22.
Andy's been up since I started. Yeah. All right, then we'll have to have Kimberly next week, or we'll try to get her on tomorrow night. Well. All right, so tomorrow night, though, we can talk. Think about what you want to talk about tomorrow night. Think about what topic.
Yeah.
Maybe you can start somebody fighting in the chat or something.
Yeah.
On the group page.
That'll be fun. We'll all get kicked off.
No, you won't. No, you can do it right. You can do it right without getting kicked off. We can have a discussion without getting into trouble.
Yeah, we'll come up with something good.
All right, good deal. Yeah. Think about it. Think about what topic you want and post it on the page, and we'll be watching.
Hey, don't forget about your jackpot full of gold.
Yeah, right. I'm working on it, right?
That's right.
So I'm working on it. I got more gold than I got put away. That I have probably probably about 12 or 15 grams, somewhere around about a half an ounce of gold, which that's pretty good bit. And it's probably worth maybe about $400, maybe value wise. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
for just sitting there, not doing nothing.
Yep.
But it's always valuable. Gold is always gold. Gold will always be valuable.
What makes
Gold
it? What makes it valuable?
is shiny.
What else?
But gold is always going to be valuable in anybody's eyes. It doesn't matter where you are. It is usable in a number of different ways. All right. But besides that, it's shiny, it's pretty, it's nice to have in your hand. Meaning that when I get a piece of gold out of the river, it's like I'm the first person touching this since it's been there, since it got put there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, just think about that point of view right there. Okay.
And Fort Knox is full of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, I guess we're out of here. It's that time, and we'll thank you for joining me. And
Well,
thank you,
thank you for
everyone.
having me. I'll
Yeah.
see you tomorrow. We don't start
Yeah.
till we start at 10 tomorrow, don't we?
10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, so get your extra coffee and get some rest. All right. All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. We're out of here. We will see everybody tomorrow night on the next one. Bobby has Space Wave coming up right now. Bye bye.